Hey, Grand Ascension, everybody. How you guys doing this morning? Just want to jump on here and just talk about a few things. I don't know. I'm trying to calm down. I had messaged my niece just to see if she got her package that I sent her. Shout out to Brooklyn. She got hers. Chief, yours is coming. I am slow. Everybody can tell you that they've been, waiting on me to get done with their crochet stuff. And when I tell you I have a bunch of projects, I really do. I'm just now finally shipping some of them out. I've got to finish family members and stuff like that. Tiffany, I sent her some stuff for her baby. And I'm upset because the package was delivered, but someone must have taken the package, or the package was delivered to the wrong address. So now she's got to see if she can find it there in Louisville at her, her complex. So I'm just upset about that this morning. Yeah, I love to make handmade things and give things to folks. And so, when things don't get delivered, I think this is the first time that actually ever happened where a package didn't get delivered. So I'm hoping that, I'm sorry, I'm just off camera. I'm about ready to cry. I'm just upset. Handmade things are made with love. That's all I'm going to say. And, I really like doing that for people. And, I know it'll work out. So, what I wanted to share with you is a quick unboxing. I already know what this is. I ordered this because I'm doing a cardigan, or not a cardigan, I guess a custom bolero. Custom bolero. No, this isn't it. Oh, this is my thing. Where's my other thing? Oh, man, it's in the other room. Never mind. I was going to do a yarn unboxing, but look, I got this other external hard drive. My son actually got it for me. And I'm going to be downloading all of my videos today from social media, from Facebook, because I've got so many, and I don't even know if a terabyte's going to be enough. I probably should have got 2 terabyte hard drive. But this bad boy got good reviews, and so, got to take the charger. 1 second. I'm having a faux pas on camera. This is the little charger, the power pack, and then this is the external hard drive right here. So I got to take all my stuff, and then of course here's the directions. I got to take all my videos and download it before they delete them off of social media. So anyway, I was going to show you some yarn that I got in, and I'm working on a cute little cardigan today for my friend who is my best friend. We've been friends since I was 7. I'm 55, and she's in a nursing home. So she's in Louisville, Kentucky. This year when I have vacation, my husband and I are going to run up there to see her and a couple family members in Louisville. And then I'm also going to go to Arizona to see Chief Red Wolf. And I got to get my butt up to Dallas to see my uncle. Then go home to California and take care of some paperwork for my birth certificate. So I've got to do that too. So I got a lot of stuff to do this year. So what I want to really cover really quick this morning with you guys is something that I found interesting. Most of you know this information, but for those of you who don't, let me scoot the camera back. For those of you who don't know this information, I want to share this with you. Just listen. Just connecting the dots. It says, one of the earliest sects of Christianity, known as the Essenes, taught a system known as the 33 Nazareth degrees of enlightenment, whereby initiates underwent a series of ascetic atrocities to attain spiritual gnosis. All right. Included in their program was a vegan diet, regular fasting, 2 things also found in the Indian system of Kundalini yoga, Indian system, the Vedas. I'll just leave it at that. I'll explain something else in a second. Associating 1 degree per vertebra of the spine. The initiate raises the Kundalini serpent up to the 33 permeations of the tree of life and opens the 7 seals, which are the 7 churches of 7 candlesticks, which are the 7 energy points in your body, right? This is why the 33-degree Freemason revere the letter G, the seventh letter of the alphabet, and hold it sacred above all others, associating it with God or gnosis, knowing. Okay. The G, ever representing a spiral coiled kundalini. A thorough investigation into numerology shows the esoteric system of spiritual initiation was nearly ubiquitous to bygone times. Okay, and I'm gonna show you some pictures. All right, so here's the 33 vertebra in the spine. Here's the Kabbalah tree, different energy points in the body. Here's the tree of life. All right. I'm going to hold this up so I can take a screenshot of that. All right. Nisi, why do I talk about this? Why do I talk about this? Because everyone should know this stuff. And because this is occult knowledge, ancient knowledge that our people knew, okay, all around the world, okay? There are different things you can do to help to achieve spiritual enlightenment. One, I'm drinking my mushroom coffee. I had to give a little humor. I am going to start the whole vegan diet thing or vegan lifestyle change. I can't do meat. I had meat yesterday and I was sick all day long yesterday afternoon in the bathroom. So now I know that I cannot, I don't know, my body is changing. I'm getting older, right? And I say that with grace. I'm very blessed to say that I'm getting older. But with that being said, I need to make some more lifestyle changes. I have been doing it. I have been doing the juice fast. I have been taking my supplements. I have not been exercising like I should. So I'm going to get back on the yoga mat on the floor. Okay. Starting today, I'm going to do my 30 minutes and stretches and things like that. I do it for a little while and then I fall off and I stop. I have always been a person who can drop weight. Like I'm at my heaviest again now. When I moved into this house 3 years ago, as of March of 2022, I was smaller than this. I was about 60 pounds smaller. Okay. So, I've always had a fluctuation with my weight in my entire life. I've gotten really small. It's like 130 pounds to now where I'm very, very large. And I will just say I'm big. Okay. I won't give a number on camera, but I'm big. I carry my weight well. I've always been a person who loves fashion, dressing, clothes, hair, that type of thing. And I've always been that person, right? Now in my journey in life, I am just trying to reach a point in time where I get spiritual gnosis or become Christed. That's what I want. And I am going to achieve that. You're seeing this real time on camera and I'm sharing the information with you. Shout out to Buffy and shout out to Mark. Shout out to Val. They always send me, Mark Limehouse, they always send me great information. Mark sent a video yesterday about a neurosurgeon that has been shunned from the community where he talks about light is everything. Light is photon energy that heals the body and that keeps the body well. And that's the key. Our people knew this ancient knowledge. And that's why I'm telling you, why is it important? Because we all need to focus on ascension. And everything that I'm sharing now is either history to uncover things that make people think. And also for you to deep dive into what I'm expressing on camera is that there are different modalities you can take towards a spiritual path of enlightenment. But Christ says, narrow is the way and few will find it. Narrow is the way. Just like I showed you a second ago on camera. Narrow is the way is the vertebra. This is the energy that sits at the base of the spine that works its way up. There's a seed that drops once a month. You need to know your cycle. Mark, if you figured out the app, if not, you and I can do a Zoom or a conference call and we can walk through some things on my laptop and we can look that information up. The science of sacred secretion, you all, is real. The holy sciences, the gnosis, that's what it's called. You can also use the tuning forks. I've talked about the electric body, the electric health. I've also brought up years ago, tapping, the healer within, another great benefit. I use that. It's using thought-filled therapy to instantly conquer your fears, anxieties, and emotional distress. I usually do mudras or tapping when I fly because I don't like flying unless I'm flying the plane. Make that make sense. I've taken a couple of took a couple of lessons, but I have yet to get my license, right? I do like to be in the airplane, but I like to be in the cockpit. Not in the back drinking drinks. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. My point is that everything around us has been weaponized, right? I posted over on Facebook earlier this morning, because this video is going to go on multiple platforms, by the way. I posted a video this morning about the hair and about how the chemicals have been in synthetic hair, placed in toxic chemicals that have caused cancers, fibroids, all types of health issues, hair loss. I'm telling you, I used to wear weaves, and I also used to wear braids, and I stopped wearing braids about a year ago. I just was like, no, it's been a year ago. It's probably been a little bit more than a year, to be honest with you. A couple of years back, I stopped with the hair extensions and the weaves. They were beautiful. I had long hair underneath, but I just didn't want to do my hair because I had to get up so early in the morning to go to work. And I was in corporate America, as I am now still, but I work from home now. My point is that I was spending a ton of money on extensions, okay? And I'm not putting my business out there to go, oh, woe is me, look what I have. No, I'm making a point for these young ladies who may see this video. Wear your hair, baby. Wear your hair. Like my stylist used to always tell me, look at my curls. You see my curls on camera? I don't know if you guys can see my curls. I went with blonde because I wanted to let my gray come in, and you're starting to see my roots. So I'm going to try really hard not to color my hair and just let my gray come in, because that's who I am. That's the creator of all has blessed me. I've always had long hair. I've always cut my hair short because my brother used to always pull my hair when I was younger. And when I would run away from him, he would snatch the back of my head and he would always grab he wouldn't catch me, but he would catch my hair. You get my drift? My hair was down my back. I just didn't want it. I don't know, something about me having long hair. I love it. It looks beautiful. Yeah, I paid thousands of dollars to have it, and I had it on my head. Make that make sense. I'm just saying. Some people are not fortunate enough to have long hair or grow their hair out. Most of us American Indians, in fact, all of us can grow our hair out long. Africans, not so much. I mean, some of them can, depending on where they're from, but the majority of Africans, they don't have the same texture as us, and they can't grow their hair. As far as facial hair and things like that, they don't have that either. I'm just telling you, there's differences between the two races. People want to include us all in that bucket and say we're from Africa and we're African American. No, we're not. No, we're not. Jamil Shamsi Dean posted something excellent over on my Facebook page this morning, and I'm going to read this to you. Shout out, Jamil. I know I'm all over the place, but I have things coming in my head. I'm receiving downloads, and so I'm talking about them on camera with you guys. What I want to tell you is what he posted and I reshared this morning was he's absolutely spot on. He said, he's thinking out loud. This is what he said. I believe in the 1970s were the most violent times because it etched in my mind and spirit from living through them. There were 329 major riots in 257 cities between 1964 and 1968, starting just 2 weeks after the Indian Civil Rights Act. Now, he didn't say Indian, he said Civil Rights Act, but we all know it's the Indian Civil Rights Act. They dropped that, okay? And it says it was passed to include the Watts riots in Los Angeles in 1965, which left 34 people dead. They resulted in 220 deaths and 52,629 arrests. Asbury Park, New Jersey, from July 4th to 10th, 1970, noting a rioting, looting, and destruction left for more than 180 people injured and $5.6 million in damages. Chicago, one of the country's worst race riots, resulting in 38 deaths. Philadelphia, race riots because the actual immigration outdistanced the annual limits established by Congress. In his book, I Told You, Don't Call My Dummy No Dummy, he discusses the massacres and riots that have taken place in the U.S. that no one wants to address or open a dialogue about. Is it because of the country's empathy against the original beings of this land? And I say yes. And this is why I keep expressing to you all, hold please, I'm going to get the book. And this is why I keep expressing to you all that we need to ascend. We don't have a choice anymore. Here's the book. And you see I got flags all up and down this mother. I'm just saying. I got highlights all in here. Highlights all in here. Yes, highlights. And I want to express one thing. This is what we're dealing with. This is the madness that we're dealing with, people. Remember that he who controls information controls the world. Let us start by looking at a simple Google search of the term, what is considered the Indies or West Indies. Pay attention to where the information comes from. You are and have been your own ancestral homeland, and do not be fooled. I will then follow up with a map of Sebastian Munster from 1558, where this land was known as the Indian Superior through the cartography of that time. So, if we are Indian Superior, we are American Indians. They changed our names, and he's proven it in his documentation 6 times. Okay, we've been reclassified 6 times. We are the only race on the face of this earth dome that has been put through this crap. Yes, everybody has gone through wars and killing and fighting, but there's one group of people who are responsible and they are behind it. And they're the ones that are in control with all the money. I'm going to say it like that. You know, when you think of money, who do you think of? What race? What nationality? I'm just saying, my light-skinned brothers and sisters, I'm not throwing no shade at y'all, but there's one set group within your paradigm. I'm just saying, they're oppressing us all at this point. We've been oppressed the most off of this land because this is the crown jewel, because this is ground zero for ground zero for what has transpired with these beings from beyond the ice walls. I know. Just work with me now. Some of y'all just let me slow motion it. I'm just simply breaking it down to you. You got to do your research. You got to do your research. Why I came on here this morning, I wanted to read that passage to you guys and talk about that. Okay. The gnosis, the sacred sciences, the sacred secretion. You all really do need to do more research on that. And you need to understand that this process happens once a month. Find out when it happens for you. Every single person that watches this video, you need to find out when your seed drops. You need to find out, because when that time of the month happens, based on your moon cycle, when that time of the month happens within your bodies, okay, you can do a fast. You can change your diet. You can change the atmosphere, your environment, the music you listen to, turn off the TVs, read more. If you want to do more religious scriptures, that's fine, because there's information within those texts that can help you. Okay. I'm all for the betterment of self, and I'm all for the betterment of you. Though I may not ever meet you. Okay. Because I'm on camera and I'm talking to you right now. Whoever sees this video. Some of you I know, some of you I don't know, and hopefully I will meet you in the future. My point is that the information is there. You just got to connect the dots, right? We have a limited light spectrum. We see on a limited light spectrum. And so we're not privy to the things that are around us. These entities have used us for their advantage, okay? Jamil is spot on what he says about this. Everybody needs to know who they are. And the people here on the American soil, my melanated brothers and sisters, the ones that y'all so-called call yourself black people, y'all need to stop calling yourself black and wake up to the fact of who you are. This is India Superior, according to that cartography map from 15. What did Jamil say? 1552? Shout out to Jamil. Done an excellent job of waking everyone up. Just, he's not getting enough. He is not getting enough credit and attention towards the fact that he put this information together. And many of you all so-called still calling yourself black, running around here doing a disservice to yourself because you don't know who you are. And I'm trying to tell you, you need to go look at the information. Why does it matter? It matters a lot. Some of us have land that was taken from us by these corporations. All right, Chief Red Wolf has been sharing information. Y'all need to become reclassified into your correct category and your correct status. I'm just telling you. I'm simply telling you. I'm telling you. I'm trying to get back to that map. I think he said 1552. I have so many flags in this book. I'm telling you, everything is interconnected. Everything is interconnected. Make no mistake, this was all done by design, y'all. It was all done for a purpose. It was 1558, my bad. 1558, Sebastian Munster. On his map, it was India Superior. The West Indies, including a part of Virginia, North Carolina, East Florida, South Carolina, West Florida, Georgia, Louisiana, and the Gulf of Mexico, with part of the coast of South America from the Bay of Honduras to the mouth of the river Orinoco, from the latest and best authorities and actual observations. This was based on 1558 map, okay? Why do I say this? Because y'all are still following these nutbags on CNN and on MSNBC, letting them tell you who you are. How are you going to let the oppressor come over here and tell you who you are? My ancestors told me before they laid down and they let the ghosts out of their bodies. They always told me, Siksika and Anahuia is what I found, thanks to Chief Red Wolf. I was always told Blackfoot and Cherokee, no Choctaw. I have not found those records anywhere, all right? But Choctaw is Blackfoot and it is Cherokee, all right? Blackfoot on the slaughter side, Cherokee, and what you so-called crayon color people want to say white, and then other crayon color people want to say black. There's a mixture there, all right? There's a mixture. And I told you, on one side of my family, my grandfather, great-grandfather, great-great-grandfather, all were pale skinned. They were white. Y'all want to say crayon color white? That's what they were. I'm just going to simply tell y'all, the information is there. Just get off your lazy butts and do the research. Now, last thing I want to point out, all right? I know I'm covering a lot of it this morning. My coffee's kicking in, y'all. It's kicking in, all right? Coffee's kicking in. I want to tell you something. I want to share this with you. All right, where's my readers? Where's my readers? I don't know what I did with them. Hold on. Hold, please. I want to talk about this, and I just want to read this to you, and I want to just bring this out. All right? I talked about last week subconscious and conscious mind. Subconscious is the female, the female aspect. The conscious aspect is the male. Hemisync. You have two sides of the brain. You need to sync them. You have actually 4 bodies, but for this video, I'm going to say 3. You have 3 bodies. You need to sync them. Merkaba, light, energy, physical body, right? You need to sync these bodies, right? So what is consciousness? Consciousness is the invisible true self. You need to reconnect with the All-Father, the creator of all, the awareness that's buried deep within you. If they constantly keep you looking outside yourself, you'll never go within. You will never discover the power you have within, and you won't discover the creator of all who lives within you. Consciousness is the invisible true self, the inner voice in our heads that represent our authentic existence. This consciousness, which is the real you, okay, is where memory resides, where thinking occurs, and where emotions are felt. In essence, consciousness and the mind are one and the same. However, the term mind is often used to emphasize the thinking aspect of consciousness. If you scramble up the words within, it means high twin. Your consciousness or intelligence, your brain is a computer and your consciousness lives within it. The 2 eyes, or actually 3 because you have a 3rd eye here, your 3 eyes, these 2 eyes take in light receptors, and it refracts the brain. I can break it all down for you on a video presentation, and I can pull up it on my laptop and run through it with you all so you can see the diagrams. But what I'm simply telling you is that the creator of all lives within your temples. Temple, Tim, old Canaanite word, and then El, God within you. Okay, that's what it means. Okay, so thoughts and emotions and memories are comprised of atoms. They are entirely separate from the material plane, all right? They exist beyond the physical world and are not bound by the laws and govern the material universe, okay? Your consciousness does not reside within the body or the physical world. It exists outside of it. It is a realm that transcends physical boundaries. The brain acts as a radio receiver for this consciousness, with the body functioning as an antenna that picks up your stream of consciousness, okay? In this sense, the brain and body are tools that allow your consciousness to interact in this physical world. Work with me. Stay with me. Stay with me. but they are not the sources of your true self. Your consciousness exists independently, operating on a different level of reality altogether. So when you rest or you go to sleep at night, I don't like the word sleep because it alludes to death. People say rest. I'm going to go rest. When you rest, your body shuts down because it needs to reboot like a computer. You need to get rest. It needs to heal itself. It needs to repair itself. Your body is tethered with a small etherical cord. And when you go to sleep at night, your brain continues on. You go to other worlds, you travel, and you're interconnected with the ethereal world, the astral plane. All right? Okay? You need to understand this. This is proven science, okay? Your consciousness exists independently, operating on a different level of reality altogether. The body is like an avatar, and consciousness is the force controlling the avatar. You can think of it like playing a video game where your consciousness is the player and the body is the controller you use to interact with the virtual world. These are vessels. We're arguing over so many things. We need to come together. We need to understand the history of this world, understand what this is for the betterment of you so that you can get the hell out of this plane. I'm just trying to tell you. Just trying to tell you, if you die before you die, you won't die. We're infinite beings. You just need to you need to reconnect and understand all this information I'm expressing to you on camera that I'm so passionate about. All right. So it says, your consciousness exists independently, operating at a different level of reality altogether. The body is like an avatar and consciousness is the force controlling the avatar. You can think of it like playing a video game where your consciousness is the player and the body is the controller you use to interact with the virtual world. Without consciousness, nothing would exist. The body wouldn't function and nothing could have any existence. You are light, you are energy, you are an intelligent source. And you power this vessel, complements the creator of all. All right. You need to understand what this world is, what this plane of existence is. When you came into these bodies, you descended, you devolved, you devolve. When you say you love someone, you're telling them to evolve. Love is not what you think it is when you express it. Though I still say it. I say now we are eternally bonded, and I do love you, but we are eternally bonded because we know each other from another plane of existence. I know how this sounds. Y'all got to stay with me. Stay with me. Consciousness is the invisible observer that perceives everything. It is fundamental aspect of all existence. It is not bound by physical form or material laws, y'all. And it is the source of all awareness and experience. Everything we perceive and interact with is filtered through the consciousness, making it core of reality itself. Okay? Consider recalling a childhood, home, or a loved one's voice from the past. How do these memories materialize? How can you hear their voice without their physical presence? It's the boundaries, invisible intelligence within us that facilitates such feats and devoid of constraints or bounds. In this expansive domain of our intellect, limitless potential thrives. Every thought or imagination we entertain transform into reality within the recesses of our minds. Our brains are computers that store information, and we need to reconnect with the oversoul and the creator of all. How to do that is doing the practice of gnosis, or the science of sacred secretion. Okay, it goes by many different names. The Masons, the 33 degrees, everyone should know this information. It's hidden information in plain sight. I'm breaking it down, bringing some interesting things up so you guys can go do more research. Now, it says, in expansive domain of our intellect, limitless potential thrives. Okay? Every thought and imagination we entertain transform into reality within the recesses of our minds. That's why they tell you you have to be able to see it in the mind's eye before it happens, because you have to live it and understand and feel it within you before it actually happens. You have to see it and then execute it. All right? Speak it into existence, execute it. It's whatever you want. You just got to put your mind to it. You got to stay focused on this. All right? So it says, there are no constraints to our capacity to think or envision whatever we conceive materialize instantly. All right. Okay. The brain serves as a processing center for the invisible consciousness. It translates the commands issued by the mind or consciousness into electrical signals, which in turn manipulates the central nervous system. Thus, every action begins in the realm of consciousness before manifesting it physically, and they know this, the people that are in control in this dome world, when we devolved into these bodies, we descended, they've used this against us all this time. That's my point. That's my point. Y'all got to understand this. So it says, for instance, before kicking a football, an invisible decision is made within the mind to kick the football. And then you go kick the football. True awakening occurs when deeply comprehend the balanced nature of our invisible selves, an essence that is limitless, eternal, and formless. Yes, holds infinite potentials. Okay? You got to understand when you lay down and these bodies are going back to where they came from, you still exist in a different form. You're in a different awareness. You're just powering this vessel. I'm telling you. When people exit the body and they leave, they're not gone. They're just not in this realm, in this form. But you can reconnect to that. Okay? We have the power buried deep inside of us. Last part, I'm at 30 minutes. I got one more part I'm going to read and I'm done. In the universe, there are no separate beings. Rather, we all are fragments of the universal mind, the awareness, the being in the void, the darkness, part of the dark and the light, creator of all, source, prime, God. Whatever you want to call it. Behind every living entity lies a common essence of invisible intelligence, empowering them to command their corporal form akin to an avatar. Essentially, we're all interconnected aspects of an infinite consciousness, dispersed and diversified into myriad life forms. Whatever Joe is looking at, whatever Mike is looking at, whatever Tiffany is looking at, whatever Dwayne and Lisa's looking at, whatever Lewis and Kenda are looking at, whatever Beard is looking at, whatever Sam is looking at, whatever Tony's looking at, you guys are experiencing it differently because you're in different avatars, but we are all one consciousness. We're all connected to source. People don't understand this information. Time for you to break it down. I'm just trying to show you some things. We're all one. You leave these vessels, we all go back to source. We're all one. We're all connected infinitely. So the mind acts as the lens through which we perceive our experiences. Consider that within the universe, there aren't two distinct entities. Everything emerges from a singular substance of mind. While our minds interpret sensations like hot, cold, and truth, these are merely different vibrational states of the singular essence. This principle applies to various apparent dualities such as water and ice, light and matter, left and right. They're all interconnected manifestations of the same underlying substance. The mind acts as a cohesive force, melding these apparent opposites into a unified whole. Essentially, the one mind underpins every perceived duality, enabling us to distinguish phenomena like temperature or state of matter. Consequently, everything we perceive is filtered through the lens of the mind. Additionally, our individual minds mirror the universal consciousness, often envisioned as God, the All-Father, the Source, the Prime, the Creator of all. Another example of this concept is how the mind acts as a charge of negativity and positivity. Careful what you feed your mind, okay? You're constantly looking at all the smut on TV, porn, and the jizzing and all that stuff, and having sex with different people and going out drinking and partying. All of that affects your vibration. You won't ever evolve or ascend if you don't make changes. This is why I'm bringing this up, okay? So it says, the mind acts as a cohesive force, melding the apparent opposites into a unified whole. Essentially, the one mind underpins every perceived duality, enabling us to distinguish phenomena with temperature, state of matter. Consequently, everything we perceive is filtered through the lens of the mind. Additionally, our individual minds mirror the universal consciousness, often envisioned as God. Another example of this concept is how the mind acts as a charge of negativity and positivity. Every experience we encounter, every event that happens to us inherently carries either good or evil. It is neutral. It neither carries good or evil. It is neutral. It's the perception of our minds that aligns a positive or negative charge to these experiences. Another example of the concept, okay, it says, for instance, what one person may perceive as a setback or a failure, another might view as an opportunity for growth or learning. The event itself remains the same, but the interpretation and the emotional response vary based on the individual perceptives and the state of their minds. There are a lot of diseased minds around here, y'all. I'm just telling you. Understanding that we are all expression of the universal mind undercovers the wisdom behind the golden rule. And it says, treat others as you would like to be treated. Remember that in school, you guys? Remember learning that in the first grade. This principle resonates deeply because it acknowledges the interconnectedness of all beings. When we interact with others, our actions have a ripple effect on their consciousness, just as their affects ours. Our consciousness is intertwined with the consciousness of others, creating a web of interconnectedness experiences. By creating others like kindness, empathy, and respect, we contribute to the collective well-being of this planet. We don't have enough of that. We have a lot of low brain, low vibrational, left brain, not left brain, it's the left brain or right brain, lower aspect of the mind. We're in our sin state. We need to evolve or ascend and become in our Christ state, all right, to process. Conversely, actions that harm or disrespect others ultimately reverberate back to affect our own consciousness. So whatever you put out comes back to you, all right? I'm just going to say, we talked about the 7 laws of vibration. This is a short video. I'm wrapping it up. Wanted to just drop some things off, express some things to you, get some things off my chest. I was kind of upset about the package not being delivered, but it's going to work out. It will be found. And if not, I will ship another one. All right. That is what it is. I want her to have it because I made it for her. Right. I'm sharing this information with you all to make you think. It's thought provoking. I share some information from my big brother, Jamil Shamshi Dean. As always, go check out his book. I've done videos over on it, and I need to do a Facebook live stream with him so we can have a discussion over his book and bring some interesting facts up to make you think, especially my autochthonous brothers and sisters here in the Americas. The melanated folks, stop calling yourself black. You're doing a disservice. I say this on every video now because some of y'all still identify as this black girl magic, and you're not black. You are putting yourself in a box, and you are doing a disservice to your ancestors. Do you not know who you really are? The true energy that you possess as a sentient being. These are vessels. These are avatars. I just read that to you on camera. Shout out to Harry Joseph. This is the Book of Wisdom, Volume 2. That's what I was reading from. I'm just simply telling you. And I read from Jamil's book. I shared with you the tapping into the healer within. Talked about tuning forks. I'm going to get back over on that and share some stuff with you on that. Electric body, electric health. Flat Atlantis. I read to you about the Gnosis. Okay, the 33 degrees, the Masons knew this information. I read to you from Flat Atlantis. I'm sharing information. I'm helping you connect the dots. My big brother, Chief Red Wolf, was always doing that. So was Rondo. So is Snoo. Kimiro, Drop 432, Navi Poet, Research Guy, Shoshona. I mean, there's so many people out there that you can get your information from. I shout out Valerie, Buffy, Mark Limehouse, so many people that share information with me, and I'm giving that information to you all to help you better yourself. Okay. The information is out there. You just got to put it together. And I'm just here to just bring up some interesting topics. It's not like I like to hear myself talk. I hope I'm getting through to somebody. I'm trying to tell you, hey, this mushroom coffee's the bomb this morning, y'all. And I'm just on my first cup. Look, I ain't even finished the whole thing. Look at that. I'm going to be on cup 2. Y'all know Red Dog going to be in trouble because I'm going to be all over the place like this. Anyway, look, I put all this information to a short video. Just got on here to say, what's up? Because, I don't say good morning. I say grand rising, grand ascension. I hope you all have an amazing day. And I thank you for joining me for this short video. And remember what I always say, be the change you want to see all around this earth dome, because it's up to you and I to make a positive change. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.